you can still make money with dropshipping. And you can do that without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as a beginner, you're going to need a little bit more guidance to get started and understand how to compete with all the competition out there without getting overwhelmed. Sounds like something you're ready to do? Well, I'm telling you right now, if it's not, it is time for you to get off of this video. But if you're who I think you are, from even clicking on this video, and you're ready to start and learn how to compete even as a complete beginner and drive sales right away, grab your notes right now. I'm about to take you through a step-by-step, complete beginner-friendly dropshipping tutorial and help you start making money online with your online business. Truthfully, I should be charging thousands for what I'm about to show you in this video. But because these systems are so powerful, and I've helped my friends like Asian A do over $35,000 in just 17 days as a complete beginner, and my friend Ray, who's on the path to start generating life-changing sales, I want to make sure that if you watch this, you have the same opportunity. And to sweeten it up, I'm going to be dropping my 6-figure store layout downloadable with key tips listed at the bottom to help you create the highest converting Shopify store possible. And once this video reaches 2,000 likes, I'll leave the link to this cheat sheet in the description down below so you can take this information that you get from this video and continue to keep growing with your e-commerce experience. And of course, if you're someone who wants a chance to talk with myself and my team and get on a free one-on-one consulting call, all you have to do is smash the like button down below and comment the word dropship down below with your biggest takeaway from this video. Alright, look, so after getting fired from my job and deciding to start dropshipping, I never thought I would be able to generate over $1.6 million in less than 6 months and then continue to keep building brand after brand. And yes, those same things that you might be hearing or seeing about dropshipping being dead, or that you can't make any money from it, I was hearing and seeing those same things. And now I'm living life, traveling with my friends, fiance and son, investing in properties, and truly building generational wealth, all because I decided to say f it. I quickly found out to get success in this, it doesn't take a college degree, technical skills, or thousands of dollars. Just the will to learn and the ability to replicate success. And learning this all started with understanding the overall framework of this type of business model. When it comes down to it, you're the ultimate middleman. The customer scrolls online, they see a product that you're selling, then they go to your store and buy the product, giving you the money up front. You then go buy that product from your supplier at a cheaper cost, and then that same supplier sends it directly to your customer without you having to hold any inventory. And once you understand this framework and where you're actually playing a part, that's when you're able to create systems that allow you to work on things that are going to help you succeed. And trust me, worrying about what your supplier is doing is not one of them, but we'll get into that a little later. The first building block of running a successful online business is, of course, opening and running your store. So if you haven't opened up your store yet, what are you doing? I want you to pause this video right now and go click the link down in my description so that you can open up your free Shopify trial with my link, allowing you to start with your first 3 months only costing you $1 single and no credit card required on file. That's the first step, so once you're done with that, follow along with me throughout this video, and I'll wait a second. Alright, you should be back and ready to get started. And because of the success I had with Shopify, I am now a partner with Shopify, so this link should take you directly to my custom landing page. And once you get to this page, it's going to look just like this. So simply, you're just going to come down here and enter your email and click start free trial. You can just skip all of this right here. You want to go ahead and put your country and region in. Since I am in the United States, I'm just going to go ahead and click on next. Now right here is where you're going to just enter your password and you should be able to log right into your store. Now, once you're in, there is no going back. Nah, I'm just playing, I'm kidding. But once you're on a free trial, you don't have as much access to the features. So what you're gonna wanna do is choose a plan, and the basic one will do just fine. Oh yeah, and because you use that link that I had in my description, the next 3 months for you are only gonna cost you $1 single instead of the usual $30 a month. Now, once you have your plan, there's not a ton that you need to worry about right off the bat. The most that you want to worry about is heading into your settings, setting up your bank account information so that you can get paid. Because trust me, you'll be getting paid. But before we move any further with setting up your store, I only suggest one type of store to start off with. Can you name me what it is? If you guess a general store, then you're absolutely right. And if you guess nothing, because you had absolutely no idea, and that's what I'm supposed to be here teaching you, well then here it goes. A general store is a store that's going to allow you to list and test out different types of products that might fall under completely different niches. This is a strategy that you won't see a lot of dropshippers use, and that's because they don't know how to do it the right way. In my one-on-one mentorship, in addition to teaching you how to create a profitable store that generates conversions like these, we also offer to build the store for you. So if you want to gain a team behind you who are going to actively help you gain the results that you're looking for with your dropshipping business, check out the link down in my description to apply for the limited spots available in my one-on-one coaching. I don't believe heading into the dropshipping space with the pressure of having to decide what niche you're going to be selling is going to be your best interest, because ultimately you won't know what's going to work for you until you test out different products. Barriers of entry into some niches are harder than others, so there's absolutely no reason to limit yourself to what you can sell. And if you're still lost, when you think of what a general store is, I want you to think about walking into Target. You could buy everything here, from an Apple to an iPhone. Now, I'm not telling you this for you to go out there and import hundreds of different products to your store. Please do not do that. I'm just telling you this so that you know that you have freedom in what you're selling. Do not stress yourself out over a niche. Now, with that in mind, it is time for you to get a domain. And you guessed it right. I want you to keep that general too. So you'll just simply head over here down to this section. You'll go ahead and click on settings, scroll down, you'll see domains, buy a new domain. And here you'll just search for different domains that are available. And if you're struggling to think of a domain name, just simply head over to any domain name generator on Google, plug in some words that you want in this domain, and it'll go ahead and give you some different options you can work with. You're gonna go from having no idea to too many ideas. But don't overcomplicate this. Just choose one that you find fitting, purchase it over on Shopify, and follow me along to start building the store. Alright, so first thing first, when starting to build your store, you need a theme so that you can plug and play with what you want your store to look like. And Shopify has a ton of different themes, both paid and free, both work. If you do have a little bit more money to spend and you like one of these paid themes, just go for it. If you're more on a budget or you don't want to pay for a theme, just choose a free one. I'm telling you right now, they all work and are really just based on preference. For this video's sake, I'm just gonna go ahead and choose one of the free ones. Simply come to your online store, come over here to themes, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see these popular free themes, and I'm gonna go ahead and download the Sense theme. Then whenever it's downloaded, you're gonna see it says just added, and you'll come over here and click on publish. And once you import the theme to your store, you're now able to head in and start customizing it to your liking. Now every store has two parts to it: your homepage and your product page. The homepage is like the entry to your store, so you want it to look inviting and show off your deals. Now, the product page is like the sales page for the product you're trying to sell. Here, you'll be showing off the features and benefits of the product that you're testing, because this is where you're gonna be directing all the traffic from the ads that you're running. So, needless to say, although I want your homepage to look neat and complete, most of your energy should be spent working on the product page. Now, we'll get into the product page in a minute, but let's get together this homepage real quick. So with my homepage, this is the basic layout of what my store should look like. Starting off at the very top, you see an announcement bar. So for me to go ahead and edit this, once the theme is actually published, you're gonna come down over here and click on customize. Now with this announcement bar, this is where I highlight different seasons and deals that I have going on. So as you can see, I wrote end of summer sale, buy two for $50 plus free shipping. Next is we're gonna come down to the navigation bar. So with you see the header right here, you're gonna see that I have the logo already inputted, and I have my main menu of items that I want here. And to select the items that I wanted for that, I just simply came over here to online store and then came over here to navigation. And as you can see, I have my main menu that has my home, my catalog, my contact us, and FAQ page. And you can see the footer menu is what I have all my policy pages in. After that, we're gonna have our welcoming statement and image, which is just simply inserting a section for image with text. Now with the image that I have here, it's just a free downloadable image that I get from Pixels. And on Pixels, I just download an image that goes with the season and trend that's currently happening. Then once I enter the image right here, that's when I go ahead and input the text next. And when you're done, it should look a little bit like this. Now the next thing we have is our mission statement. And that's gonna be this section right here called rich text. And here with this mission statement, you just give a brief background of what your company is, what you guys do, and why people should shop from you. And if you don't know what to do with your mission statement, simply just head over to ChatGPT. And you can ask it to create you this mission statement as simple as this. And as you can see, it's gonna spit you out a couple different examples. After you input your mission statement, the next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and put your featured product right under that. And now the reason why you wanna add your featured product here is because if any moment somebody comes to your website and goes directly to the product page of the product you're selling, but then they click on the home page because they wanna look around, you should already have the product right there so they can be directed right back to it if they need to be. The next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and put the collection of products right under that, so these products should go with the product that you're selling. Now the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is put the testimonials right under that. Now I found these images right from Pixels, but if you didn't know what to put in the description, just use AI to help you do that. And like I said, at the very end, you're gonna have your footer, which is gonna be all the policy pages that I mentioned a second ago. Now, if you've been following along, you should have your homepage set up. If not, you should see actions on the timeline of this video so you can always come back and watch it again. Now for the next step to create our product page, it's pretty obvious, you gotta have a product. But we don't have one of those quite yet, and that's because I need to take you to school real quick. We need to talk about what makes a product a good product to sell in a general store, so you're not just putting random products on your store and expecting things to work like magic. There's a system and reasons on why I sold products like the baby bed that generated me $1.6 million, or the portable washer that generated me another $500,000, or the back stretcher that generated me over $400,000 in a single month. These products sold so well because they met these simple yet crucial requirements. They had a wow factor and solved some sort of everyday problem that people have. They were either trending at the moment or had trended in the past around this time, because customers and data always repeat themselves. And lastly, they were higher quality products that customers could see value in with spending $30 or more for it. Again, it did not matter what niches these products were in. I was all over the place, from baby to personal health to household, but they all worked because they followed that 3-step outline. Now, when it comes down to it, there's no use in knowing what requirements the products need if you still don't know how to find them. So with that being said, let's get into that lucrative step. There are a ton of different product research apps out there that can help you, but why make it harder than it needs to be? When you're looking for a product, you also need to have a supplier for that product. And AutoDS is an app that's capable of making sure that you have both. Here's where you're going to be able to search among different types of trending products and filter down to exactly what you're looking for. And if you click on a product, you can see it's going to give you a full breakdown of how much the product is going to cost you to source and how much it's going to cost to ship, along with the product description and reviews that you can use on your store. And if you download AutoDS to your Shopify store and you find a product while searching for products, all you have to do is press import draft. From there, it'll take you to your draft section where you're able to edit the title of the product, the description, and the variants that you want imported to your store. Now, sometimes finding winning products can be pretty time consuming when it comes to finding and validating the product. And thank the dropshipping gods that AutoDS has already thought about that for you. They have a winning product section where 3 to 5 new validated and trending products get put on this list every single day. So you quite literally never run out of potential products that you could test. So basically, what I'm saying to you is not only does this app help you take the pressure off of doing constant product research so you can find products to test, but it also takes the pressure off of having to find a reliable supplier for that same product as well. If you filter down with AutoDS as a supplier while doing this search, you'll be able to also use them as a supplier for your product and benefit from the 2 to 14 day shipping time, which can be pretty hard to compete with if you do not have a private supplier. When you have a reliable supplier who can also help you automatically fulfill your orders and the ability to find winning products to test all on one platform, this helps you spend way more time focused on scaling and growing your dropshipping store quickly. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound too bad to me. I'm gonna be showing you how to do that later on in this video, so make sure you stick with me. But if you do want to try out AutoDS for free, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link down in the description for a 30-day free trial. Now that you have your product imported to your store, in addition to getting a supplier, we got to get back to where we left off with our store, and that's when we were creating our product page. So now that we're on Shopify, I'm gonna come back over here and click on customize. Then I'm gonna go ahead and click on select product and select the product that we just imported to our store. And after doing that, your store is now completely built out for the home page. All right, enough of the homepage talk. Like I said, it's important, but that's not where you're going to be directing your traffic. Let's get into where you'll be sending potential customers, which is your product page. So the product page is where you need to be selling to your customers without letting them know that they're being sold to. You're going to be pointing out so many key features and benefits with crispy images and GIFs of the product that you're selling that by the time that they're done scrolling, they have no option but to feel like they need the product. Let me go ahead and show you exactly how you're gonna do that. So I personally like building out all my product pages on the same exact online store setting that we also build our homepage. So first thing first, you're gonna wanna make sure you're bringing over that same color scheme that you have on your homepage and bring that over to your product page so everything is put together and concise. Now, I actually believe that you should never reinvent the wheel, but just try to make it better. What I mean by that is that you should be molding your product page off of stores that are already successful or who have been successful with this product before. Am I saying copy and paste their content? Yes. No, I'm just playing. No, do not do it at all. What you should do is use their foundation and make it better. This store, for example, has sold this product and has done very well selling it. So you should be looking at what features and benefits they're using to sell the product, along with if they have any images or GIFs that are pulling your attention that you also want to use on your own store. The way that the product is talked about and shown off is what makes customers buy. And if my competition has found features and benefits of the product that are convincing customers to make that action, well, I think you get it by now. You want to do it too. Now, because you can't just go take the competition's entire product page, another great way to find out what customers love about it, or just different ways that they can make use of the product, is by reading the reviews on the product. I simply just come over here to Amazon, I click 5 and 4-star reviews for this product, and sift through those to get my brain thinking. Now, this right here is definitely a great way to find different features and benefits that are worth testing to see if you could get some higher store conversions. Now, when it comes to actual layout of your product page, it's going to be very simple, but an effective layout where you're identifying the product right at the top and is showing features and benefits of how your product can help with those problems. Solutions sell, people. Remember that, solutions sell. Let's go ahead and build this thing out. Now, like I mentioned, I build all my product pages on the online store setting. To do that, you simply just hit this down arrow right here, come to products, go to create template, and then just name this after the product that you're selling. The first thing we're gonna do is start off with the product information. So this is gonna be the title of your product, the price of your product, and I like adding one small section right under that. Right here, I have it wrote as quick, simple, and clean. Next, you'll come down to your variant picker and your quantity selector. After doing that, you have that entire section basically already finished. So the first section I start off with is the image with text, and this is where you highlight the main problem and then you give out the solution right away with your product. So for this product, this is the problem that I said. I said, are you a tired parent wanting to simplify cleaning? Well, here's the solution with my product right here. And if you don't know what problems that you need to highlight, simply just use ChatGPT to your advantage. Say something like this: what problems will people have? And as you can see, my boy ChatGPT is gonna give me everything that I basically need to know. And then right after highlighting this problem, that's where you're gonna go ahead and input a GIF or image showcasing how the product works, which you can see I did right here. Now, right after doing this, the next step you're gonna do is highlight the first feature and benefit of the product. So I'm gonna add another image with text, and here's where the first feature comes in place, where I also match this with an image that's correlated with what I'm saying in text. And then you're just gonna keep the same format going all the way down. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this entire product page so you actually have a visual of what a strong product page should look like. And now that we got this done, this is what a good example of what a product page should look like. So as mentioned, I already have all my images already right here at the very top. I have 3 colors going throughout my entire store: black, white, and this one accent color, which is blue. I name my product. I have variants that when I click on them, it actually brings me to the product. I have my main reason on why somebody would buy the product as the first thing that they're seeing, following up with great features and benefits of the product throughout the description. And just like that, we're finished. And you can't tell me that if you're someone who's a new parent or buying something for somebody, that this would not be a product page that you would buy from. And that same confidence that I have is the same feeling that you should have about your store. But the truth is, no product page is fully done without apps. The apps that you have on your store is what's going to give you that final push to get customers to buy, and that's because you're making the checkout process as simple as possible. Now, I did break down every single app that you'll want on your store in this video right here, but instead of downloading a ton of different apps on your store, you'll find that Vitals is an all-in-one app that's going to have every other single app that you need inside of it. That's right, apps inside of apps. So check out that video and then check out the link that I dropped in the description below so you can get a 7-day free trial with Vitals. I mean, after all, there's no reason to slow your store speed down with a ton of different apps downloaded on it. If you can get it all in one, because once you start advertising, your customers are going to be coming to your store. And trust me, the last thing you want is for them to leave because the site is taking way too long to load after you put in all the work that you just did into creating your store. But as I said, the only way they're gonna even get to your store is by advertising. So let's get into the real money making stuff. In order to start advertising, you're gonna need to create and set up a business manager, an ad account, and a pixel. A business manager is like the hub where your ad account and pixel will be. So that means creating the business manager is first. You're just gonna head over here to Google and search for Facebook Business Manager. As you can see, it's gonna give you a list of 4 steps that you need to complete. And once you complete those, you're gonna have a full business manager set up and connected to your Facebook account. It looks a little something like this once you're done and you have it completely set up. Now, once you have that, you're gonna head back over to Shopify, and this is where you'll be creating and connecting your ad account and pixel to your business manager. But I know all these words can get confusing, especially if you're hearing them for the first time. An ad account is where you're going to set up and run your ads, where a pixel is something that's going to keep the data that you're gaining from running ads. Both are extremely important, and I'll show you the full setup in this video right here. Now, once you've done all of this, you've now got through all the technical stuff, which is what usually stops a lot of people to begin with. So congratulations. Now, let me show you how you're gonna start making some money with your ads. To be completely transparent, as you're starting a brand new ad account, you're probably going to be restricted to a lower budget until you build up some rapport with Facebook by running ads. So this means getting the most data for the lowest amount spent is going to be imperative for your success. And you're gonna be able to accomplish this with what is called a creative testing campaign. Creative testing is a testing strategy that we teach that allows you to test out different creatives and thumbnails against each other in the most efficient way so you know which creatives have the highest odds of putting money into your pockets. And I think we can all agree that we like high odds. Now, content is king when it comes to running ads, so before you set up this creative test, you want to make sure that you have at least 3 different thumbnails and video ads for the product that you're selling. And if you're not someone who makes content or has no idea where to start with that, I did drop my editors that I use for my ads, which is Dropship Media, in the description down below so you know exactly who to use, and I even gave you a great discount to start off with. Now after that, once you have the pieces of content you're going to use, you're going to head back over to your ad account and start the setup process. So to set up your creative testing campaign, this is what we're going to go ahead and do. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and click on create, scroll down and click on sales and then continue. Manual sales campaign, continue. We're going to name this creative testing campaign. So for this type of campaign, I always use an ABO, which stands for an ad set budget optimization, instead of a CBO, which stands for campaign budget optimization. The only thing different is just putting the budget on the ad set level. But don't worry, I'll show you all of that here now. Next, we're gonna come over here to the actual ad set level, and we're gonna name this creative 1, thumbnail 1. Now we're gonna come down over here to the pixel and select the same pixel that we just connected to our Shopify store. Conversion event, we're gonna go ahead and do purchase. We're gonna set this as a daily budget of $20. Are you going to spend the entire $20? No, you're not, but be patient. Start date, we're gonna do the following night at midnight. Locations, we're gonna do the top 5 countries: United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. Age, we're gonna go ahead and do 21 through 65. Detail targeting, we're gonna go ahead and keep this blank. For languages, we wanna go ahead and do English all, because we want people to actually be able to read our ads. And then for placements, we're gonna do advantage placements. Here we are on the ad level, and we're gonna go ahead and name this also creative 1, thumbnail 1. Now right here, we're gonna go ahead and upload the video creatives that we just got back from our video editor, or ones that you edited yourself. So come over here and click on add media, add video. Now the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is put in our primary text, our headline, and our description. And for every single creative that we're about to test, we always keep those all the same. Now for your primary text, this is the layout that I always use every single time. So really it should just either be 4 lines or 2 lines max. And you wanna be making sure that you're announcing the problem, explaining the 2 types of features and benefits, then giving a claim and a discount, while also pushing people directly to your website with a link to your actual product page. So like I said, this is a little bit of what it should look like when it's done. Now, this is where you should be uploading the professional thumbnail that you've already had created or that you've already found working currently in the market. Now, after that, you're gonna come to call to action. You're gonna go ahead and do shop now. And like I said, for the website URL, this is going to be the landing page of the product that you're selling, not your homepage. And after doing that, you now have your first creative set up. So I'm simply just gonna come over here, and the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is duplicate this twice. And I'm gonna name one of these creative 1 thumbnail 2 and another one named creative 1 thumbnail 3. Now simply the only thing I'm gonna do now is just change the thumbnail. That's gonna be the only thing we're changing. Come back over here to edit video, come back to thumbnail, and choose a different thumbnail or upload one that you already currently have. Now you can see I have the same creative going to 3 different thumbnails in all the same text, headlines, and descriptions. Now after doing that, you're gonna highlight all 3 and then click on duplicate, and you're gonna duplicate that twice. And the only thing I'm gonna change from here is just adding video 2 and video 3. And that's exactly how you're able to set these up. And once you're done, it should look a little bit like this. So you see I have creative 2 thumbnail 1, 2, and 3. I have creative 3 thumbnail 1, 2, and 3. And I have creative 1 thumbnail 1, 2, and 3. And after that, you're just gonna simply click on publish. Now, like I mentioned, you're not gonna spend the full $20 on each one of these ad sets. The only reason why you're doing this is because you wanted to spend quickly and get results quickly. Now, what you're really gonna do is run each one of these ad sets to $5 to $7 each. And once it's already ran and you spent this amount, you should be looking for some very important metrics, and you're gonna wanna write these down. You wanna be looking for 1 to 2 ad sets that have the lowest cost per click, lowest CPM, highest click-through rate, the lowest cost per ad to cart, and if you have purchases, this is definitely considered a winner. And now that you have your winning ad and you're locked and loaded with this information, you're gonna head into your next campaign, which is going to be a cold audience interest testing campaign. And outside of everything that we've done in this video, this is truly where your dropshipping journey begins. And through this campaign, you're gonna be testing out different interests. And interests are basically just a group of people that you're targeting that would potentially buy your product based off of interests and actions that they've shown through Facebook's AI. And your cold audience is going to be the start of where you're finding different interests that have the potential to scale and help you generate results just like this and like this. And because we did the creative testing campaign first, you're able to head into the cold audience without wasting any money or time not knowing what's working or just simply just guessing on what creative to rock with. Since we got that, let me show you how you're gonna go ahead and set this campaign up. So for this example, let's act like we already found 2 winners from that creative testing campaign. I'm gonna go to sales and I'm gonna go ahead and click continue, and then manual sales campaign and click continue again. We're gonna name this a cold interest testing campaign. Now for this example, I'm also gonna keep it as an ABO. First thing we do is come over here to ad set level. We will change this ad set name in a second, but we're gonna go ahead and scroll down, select our pixel, go to our conversion event and select purchase. We wanna do a daily budget of around $10. Start this at the following night at midnight. Put in those same top 5 countries that I mentioned earlier. 21 through 65 age. And then here is where you're gonna go ahead and put your detailed targeting. Now again, these interests that you're targeting need to make sense with the product that you're selling. You should not be selling a back stretcher and targeting something like cats and dogs. You want to make sure that these actually make sense with the product that you're testing. So if I stick with that product that we were working with earlier, which is the baby bottle cleaner, what interest do you guys believe would be interested in this product? Well, no worries, I got you on a couple. So we all know that people who have kids are parents, so that's gonna be one of the first interests I start off with. And once you see I went ahead and put this in here, it's going to spit me out an audience size. And the audience size for this product is 41 million to 48 million. And I always recommend that you start off with products that are 5 million and greater with your audience size. And honestly, the higher the better. You don't really want to go over 100 million, but the higher the better. Now we're gonna go ahead and do advantage placements. Now before you go to the ad level, you want to make sure that whatever interest you're testing, you go ahead and name the ad set after that. So I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna scroll, copy this, click on paste, and now I know I'm targeting this specific interest. And on the ad level, this is where you're gonna go ahead and put your winning creative 1 and your winning creative 2 ad. Then simply after that, what you're gonna go ahead and do is click duplicate, and you're gonna do 9 times. Now, depending on your budget, you can either duplicate this 4 times or 9 times, which either come out to 5 or 10 total ad sets. And that's all depending on your budget. I just typically start off with 10. Now, what I'm gonna do is select other interests that would also go with this product that is different than the first interest I started off with. So for this one, I might try out baby shower. And I'm just gonna keep targeting all different interests with all these different ad sets. And when you're done, it should look a little bit like this. You see I'm testing all these different interests that go with the main product that I'm selling. And when you're done with that, you're simply just gonna come over here and click on publish. Now, as I told you with creative testing, there was very important metrics for you to know and understand. Now, there's also very important metrics for you to know and understand when it comes to actually running your ads. You know I got you covered. I give you a full breakdown in this video right here and a free metric understanding downloadable in the description, so make sure you go ahead and grab that. But now that you have all your ad sets up and running, the next thing that's going to be extremely important in your dropshipping journey that I don't feel like a lot of people talk about a lot is your mindset. Dropshipping is a business, and with a business, especially a new one that you're starting, you're going to frequently find yourself trying to make it over hurdles. But what I want you to remember is that we can't experience rainbows without a little rain. If you stay adamant about the success that you want with your business and you continue to find ways to learn and stay innovative, no one can stop the success that you can create. It's not always going to be easy, but it's always going to be worth it in the end. I hope that this video gives you the confidence to actually take that first step and start on your journey, because there are billions of dollars being spent online every single year. It's time for you to get a piece of it. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like this video to show me some love and to get access to that cheat sheet that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. I'll see you all next week. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that, like Jake said.